Hi everyone, welcome on board to Helper.tv.
The presidency on Friday has debunked the rumor, according to him, he calls this a rumor, of him extending his stay or probably installing an interim government. We know that chaos births interim government. It begins with riot, it begins with conflict. It begins with all what we are saying. In fact, we are seeing the demonstration of all of this. The report is that this chaos has been intended and intentionally created so as to make sure that elections do not come up. Now, the presidency on Friday said there are no plans by him, that is Buhari speaking now, to extend his tenure beyond May 29, 2023 or install an interim government. Garba Shehu said this: "Let us clearly, specifically, and emphatically state that there is absolutely no truth to the claim that President Muhammadu Buhari is working towards an interim government or even worse, the truncation of democracy." The statement is titled, "Stop the Joke About Interim Government. Elections Will Hold." They say there's no smoke without fire, there's no fire without smoke. Once you begins to hear words coming out and people begin to observe, you should know in reality that this is what could happen. These guys care less about anything. The fight is to make sure that Tinubu or Peter Obi, they don't even care about Atiku now. Tinubu or Peter Obi should not step in. It's as simple as that. There are a lot of people with vested interest. There are a lot of people gunning for that seat. People want to keep Nigeria in perpetual slavery. They do not want Peter Obi. Neither do they want Tinubu there. They are afraid of Tinubu. They know that Tinubu cannot be controlled. They are much more afraid of Peter Obi because they are not sure what direction Peter Obi is going to face. Is Peter Obi going to continue in this their one Nigerian package, running it in his own way? Definitely he's not going to run it in the way that they want to run it. Or is Peter Obi all of a sudden going to break Nigeria apart? They are not sure. They are not sure at all. So as it is right now, there is so much panic in Aso Rock, in Aso Villa. In fact, we heard that Atiku met with certain military generals, service chief, to discuss, and they have come out to issue a disclaimer. They have called on Femi Fani-Kayode, who leaked this out, and then a lot of things are happening. And we know in reality and in truth that the first stage is to create chaos, anarchy in the land, in the nation, create anarchy, make people angry, people that are already angry, people that are already troubled, people that are psychologically imbalanced already. Make sure that the hardship increases much more than what it is. We are talking of a contraption, I can't call this a nation, that cannot boast of constant electricity, no potable water, medical facilities are not functioning as it should, people do not have access to normal benefits and things that should be given to them as human beings. I'm talking about basic amenities, basic, needs have not been met in any way. You struggle every day. People are so angry. They are so angry. They are so vexed up. Their spirit is vexed up. Everything is vexed up. They act in a certain way that they themselves are not even, too sure of why they are acting this way. They just know that it has become a norm. It has become a lifestyle. They can't even really point. If you say, "Why are you angry?" Say, I'm just angry. Angry at what? Then they begin to reflect back and begin to point to this and that. And everything points to one thing: the government and they themselves too. Because when you talk about government, you talk about yourselves too. What you accept is what becomes. It's as simple as that. If you refuse and you reject and you fight it to finish, these few criminals who are making your lives difficult will realize that it is not business as usual. That's just the truth of it. It's a reality. They are not afraid of Atiku. They know Atiku will not get there easily. It's not something that will get, but they are not too sure of two people, Tinubu and Peter Obi. They are not too sure. Tinubu, in quote, is an old rascal. Is a man that they are not. They just know that this man cannot be controlled that way. No, they cannot box him in a corner. They cannot make his government, ungovernable. They know that Tinubu can do and undo. Tinubu can crash or crush anything at any time. They know the kind of person he is. They know how he is. And for Peter Obi, they are also afraid, like I said. So as it is right now, they are beginning to issue disclaimers saying that there's not going to be an interim government, that Buhari is not going to extend his tenure. Even Obasanjo wanted third time. He wanted third term. He had to be stopped. He wanted third term. He felt that he is the only person that can do it. He felt that he's the only one that has the key to progress. Till date, all the 8 years he spent, what do you have to boast and say, yes, this is what? Come on. Look at it. It's terrible. So as it is right now, they are issuing disclaimer up and down, saying this and that because the military is gearing up. Mr. Buhari might not sit there for long, but he might decide to install someone as an interim. And it could be Vice President Yemi Osinbajo if they believe that they can control him, or someone. They can just look at it and say, you know what, let this anarchy continue. Then let us find a way to make the society boil even more. You know, it's very easy. They have planned it already. Once we get the result, the next thing we need to do, as you commander-in-chief, send in the army. We know that the army will do collateral damage. They will destroy, they will steal, they will kill, they will do everything. Once that is in operation, next thing we need to do is to quickly increase it. Let's escalate it a bit more. And then, at that time, Buhari will say, you know what, I'll rather sit in here for a month while I bring in someone that will take charge. That is it. And himself, Buhari, always has been uncomfortable sitting as president like that. He has been uncomfortable because he has always been afraid that the military might want to unseat him. That is why he will prefer service chiefs that he believes are loyal to him. He doesn't want to be unseated. He knows. So this is just what it is right now. Everywhere people are, there is riot and people are taking advantage of this to rob. You go to Port Harcourt, you go to Edo State, that's River State, you go to Edo State, you go to Lagos State, you go to all parts of Nigeria, bonfire, blockages, banks, and a lot of places are just, there is total chaos everywhere. And this could escalate into no election, into interim government, into extension of Buhari's tenure. That's the truth. That's reality. In fact, pastors, prophets, seers, and the rest who often will jump to prophesy to say this and that, they are careful. They can't even say anything right now because they are not too sure. They don't know. And if they know, they just cannot speak. That's the truth. That's the reality. Well, this is what it is. What's happening in your own region? What's happening where you are right now? They are saying that they don't have plans, but we know that immediately this starts pumping out, coming out, there is a possibility of this happening.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel. And if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.